Hello. This video gives instructions on configuring Google Earth settings to best view the temporal data contained in this KML file. The first step is to make sure the time features are turned on. Under the View menu, verify that the Show Time option has the choice Always selected. Next, notice the time slider control near the top of the screen. If your time slider is selecting a range of times, grab one side of the interval and collapse the interval down to a single time. Next, click on the clock icon to the left of the time slider to open the Time dialog box. Look for the Keep Selection at Beginning of Time Range option and the Restrict Time to Currently Selected folder option. If either of these two options are checked, uncheck them now. Next, select the slowest animation speed, then click OK to make the changes. The data layers are found under the Places list on the left side of the screen. I'm going to minimize the search box in Layers list to make more room for the Places list. Note that if you have other layers with timestamp data, you may need to remove these layers from Google Earth in order to limit the total range of the time slider. You can turn a layer on and off by toggling the checkbox to the left of the layer icon. You can expand a layer by clicking on the plus sign. Many of the layers have viewpoints associated with them. To zoom to a viewpoint, double-click the layer name. Also, some of the layers have hyperlink descriptions, which are indicated by blue underlined text. These descriptions can be opened by single-clicking on the hyperlink. There are a couple of options for navigating through time. The first method is to press the play button, which automatically moves you forward in time. The second method is to manually move the time selector. This allows you to navigate both forward and backward in time. To get a sense of the diurnal cycles of the datasets, turn on the Sun option found under the View menu. That's about it for the instructions. If you're not sure what to do next, I would suggest starting out by clicking on the first data layer entitled Measured CO2 Concentrations. Each of the data layers have a pop-up window that lists a description of the data contained within the layer, a legend for describing how the data is symbolized, and tips on ideas for visualizing the data layer. The tips are just meant to get you started. There are many other interesting dataset combinations and viewpoints that are not covered, but are left for the user to discover. Google Earth is a powerful tool for interactively exploring these complex datasets in both three-dimensional space and time. Happy exploring!